I was crazy to a lot of people for a long time until they realized I was right. Till events started happening. The things that I had said was being brought to people awareness that it was true, that I was right exactly. That's what made me distinctive. That's what made me unforgettable. And that's what made me universally loved in the places that I am loved. We ain't gonna worry about the haters, but we know they watching. Those that don't rock with us, we know they be coming through. See how we moving. I remember when I was, many times, I remember when I was sensitive in the flesh and insensitive to the spirit, to energy. And I remember the places that it had me. Then sometimes when I think about that statement, I have to ask myself, well, was I ever? I was brought back to this card in my mind when I was contemplating earlier. And then I was led to go into the video that I dropped yesterday. And when I went back to the video, I saw something today that I didn't see yesterday. See, I spoke about this young man, this gentleman, with his back turned from the light and with his head down in his problems, instead of with his face turned toward the light, seeking a solution. But what I didn't realize was, while he got his head down, if y'all pay attention, you'll see the rainbow. You'll see his chakras. Yes, his chakras, because there's not a rainbow in this picture. If you pay attention, you'll see the colors, the 7 energy centers that he turned his back on because he got caught up in the problems instead of seeking the Most High in himself, where it resides. Now, I don't know who that speak to, but from the root to the sacral, to the solar, to the chakra, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. If we doing it, you could do it too. Because when all else failed against us, when all else that should have worked and could have worked but didn't work against us, and we was expected to fail, and we didn't, or we were supposed to, or we was expected to feel bad, and we didn't, when we were suffering, that's still expected of us as we being blessed. Ain't nobody got time to feel bad because they being blessed after they know what it's like to suffer. Everybody, everybody came here and has to move up in the same way. Everybody that come here won't come up in the same way, at the same time, and under the same circumstances. We all got our own different journeys. And some people gonna still look for shortcuts. Some people still running to the pastor. Some people still running to practitioners instead of doing the shadow work. Some people don't empty their bank accounts, paying people to do for them what they should be going within and do for themselves. As I said before, I remember when I was sensitive in the flesh instead of being sensitive in the spirit, sensitive to energy. Or was I ever? Because I am the one talking about it. See, I say that because it's those that put in no work or half slighted with the work that they did put in that want an easy pass. So for anybody who's spiritually weak, it's because you've been spiritually lazy. Because light body activation is serious business. A lot of us was being tested the whole time. We've been doing this thing, or we've been living this thing we call life, just to see what side we was gonna choose. Now, the things that I say ain't gonna resonate with everybody, but those who on their wake up and trying to come off the karmic wheel, it should speak to you the most. Just to see what side we was gonna choose. We've been being tested as long as we've been living. I say that because I ain't planning to stay behind. So why wouldn't I want for you to move forward? Why wouldn't I want for you to advance? But most people, unfortunately, we accepting that most people don't vibe like that. That's why we need more beings such as Sawu resonating on the planet. But until that happens, I guess we're gonna have to do with me. You hear me? Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. See, just like some of y'all, I've been abused. I've been mistreated. I've been lied on. I've been talked about. I've been hated because certain family members didn't like my father parental figure. I've been unfavored amongst cousins or siblings. I've been physically abused by beatings. I know what it's like to have a mother that trusts you with monsters because she don't know that they monsters. Right in your family. I want to point that out. See, these are the things, the uncomfortable conversations that people don't need, that people don't like to talk about. But it's the same things that still got people in bondage because they never talked about it. They kept it in the household. And it's some of y'all out there that been through worse things than I just mentioned. There's somebody out there that don't been through worse things than I just mentioned. So I hope this be like cocoa butter, like a healing balm, like a salve, like medicine to you. You hear me? I don't have a point in sharing this. I just want somebody to know that they're not the only one. I want somebody to be able to draw guidance from how I overcame it. That's the difference that makes it on point, because I'm the one who's sitting here sharing it. See, I'm able to talk about all the stuff that people wouldn't want to talk about because I'm free. Don't you want to be free? Somebody out there want to be free. Somebody want to be able to talk about some things that has happened to them and don't know who they could talk to or feel like they ain't got nobody to talk to. I know what that's like. See, if I can't do something to help you, I probably won't mess with you at all. I probably won't open my mouth at all, whether it's family, friends, or passerbys. But the last thing I will advise anybody to do, not only to me, but to anybody who present themselves in a universal manner, dropping knowledge, wisdom, insights, experiences, so that somebody else can make contact with themselves, can bring healing to themselves, can bring progress within themselves to move forward from them things that's been holding them back for who knows how many years, let alone lifetimes, yet alone ages, because all of us ain't here for the first time. You hear me? And for those of us who raising up the Most High in ourselves, who becoming the Most High within ourselves, the devil can't play the victim in our life no more. As I said before, some people should be happy that God sent people like me to come through and share the things that I share, so that some of y'all soul can find healing. Some of y'all spirits can be vitalized, can be activated. So some of y'all could go through the initiations that you came here to go through. But it's your own resistance that's setting you back. Just like it was my own resistance that set me back. But they say a setback is a setup for a comeback. So my question to all who come across this message, and if this is your first time, welcome. And if you're spinning the block, welcome. My question is, how you gonna appear this time? How you gonna appear from this moment forward? Because everybody ain't come here to expand. Remember, great grandma always said, it's more bad people in the world than it is good. So that means it's only gonna be a few of us. So if you soul tribe, make yourself known, you hear me? And before I go, I wanna make a grand acknowledgement to those who make donations, to those who make purchases, to those who support what I do in any kind of way, in any kind of fashion, or any kind of form. May blessings return to you tenfold. And I appreciate you too. I thank those who appreciate me in all the forms and fashions and let me know that. I appreciate y'all too. I want to let y'all know that. And I ain't gonna keep y'all long. Saul is hungry. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Share the message. Get me in the algorithm. Hear me? Peace.